Visit Hughes Federal Credit Union on the web at hughesfcu.org.
Steve Kerr showed me this move back in the 80s. It's called the robot.
This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. I'm Zach Rosenblatt, and we're at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, home of the great Golden Lion, who's dressed in Pac-12 gear. Here are Greg's thoughts about Arizona.
So Rondé came out with as much energy as maybe we've seen all season, which is kind of saying a lot for him. I mean, what'd you think about that, I guess?
Predictable, don't you think?
Yeah.
He was incensed, he was driven, he wanted to be Defensive Player of the Year, and he probably was. He didn't get it.
I'm sure all of you know I didn't get Defensive Player of the Year. And that's just motivation for me to play harder, play smarter, and just, have fun out there. But I definitely had an edge from the start of the game.
Do you think that made a statement, that game that you just saying what you just said?
I think so. I believe it did.
That first 8 minutes or so, he was like a tomahawk man. And, tonight he needs to do the same thing, though.
And what do you, I mean, we don't know if Kevon Looney's going to play or not. How big of an impact will that have on the game, you think?
I think that's the story of the game. If he doesn't play, UCLA has no chance because they'll play Thomas Wells, who's going to be good someday, but he's too soft now. He can't hold up for a 40-minute game. But Looney is he's going to be in the NBA next year. He can hold his own. He did at Tucson. If he plays, it could be under a single-digit game.
I would say, if he plays, does UCLA have a chance to beat Arizona?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I think Sean Miller is so focused and has the team's attention in the Pac-12 tournament that I don't think UCLA, if Bryce Alford makes 8 threes, sure, they're there. Is he going to do that? I don't think so.
Yeah. And then with the Utah-Oregon game, what do you kind of think is going to happen with that?
That's entertainment or us, I think. To me, that's the best game in this tournament to date. Will be Utah-Oregon. Could go to the wire. Either team could win. I think Oregon's really emerged, a team who deserves to get maybe a 6th seed. Utah's fighting for its life because if they lose tonight, what do they get? A 6th seed? Heck of a game. Too bad it's going to start almost midnight in the East.
Yeah. And who do you think out of those two has a better shot of upsetting Arizona in the championship game?
I still think it's Utah, just because they have bigs, so they can weather your storm a little bit more. Oregon can shoot you out of a game, but Oregon can also shoot itself out of a game. I think Utah's smart.
This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union.